Shalom, everyone, and welcome to Wow equals Words of Wisdom number 3 with the Yabba. People don't always remember exactly what you said to them, but they remember how you made them feel in that moment. Now, this is very, very important because in our interactions with other people, you are creating an environment around that person, and that person is going to remember how they felt when you said whatever it was that you said to them, whatever words you said to them, whatever phrase, whatever statement that you said to them. They're going to remember whether they felt good or whether they felt bad after you said it. And this is very, very important because as you go throughout your day to day, you're going to creating a feeling in somebody else. We got the slang term, or phrase, in your feelings. Okay. And that's really what they're saying is, you felt a certain way when that person said whatever they said to you. They created a particular feeling. They created a particular environment. They created a particular memory in your mind. And so as we go throughout our day to day, we have to be cognizant of how we are making people feel. Because how they feel is the memory that they're going to hold on to. That's the snapshot that is in their mind. And basically, our lives are, compiled of all of the, feelings that have been created in us in our interactions with other people, with our parents, with our siblings, with our extended family members, with our neighbors, with our coworkers, with our friends, with our business associates. We remember how we feel when they talk to us and when we're in their presence. And that dictates how that relationship goes moving forward. If it's a good experience, if it's a good feeling, okay, then that person will not have a problem with wanting to be around you, interact with you, and to develop a relationship with you and grow with you, okay? But if you're creating feelings that are bad, that are negative, that are harmful, that are hurtful, that leaves a snapshot in their mind that they don't want to, have anymore, that they don't want to repeat. And they're like, I don't want to be in your presence because when I come into that person's presence, it's always, a bad situation. It's always a bad scene. It's always a bad feeling that I'm left with. Then that person is not going to want to have a relationship with you. They're not going to want to be around you. They're not going to want to grow with you. And so, this goes for anything because, we do a lot of things online now and we associate with people online. And the same thing goes there. How you treat people online, goes a long way. If you're negative online, if your presence online makes people feel a certain type of way, when they come in contact with you, whether it's through, a YouTube channel or Facebook or Instagram or Snapchat or, Periscope or whatever social media outlet or in the comment section, and they come in contact with you in some way, shape or form or level, and you make them feel you know, good or bad, that's going to, determine whether that person wants to continue to, follow you, watch your content, interact with you, in a live stream or in a comment section or whatever. It's a different way, to communicate, but you're still communicating. You're still creating an environment. You're still creating a snapshot in the minds of the people that you are communicating with. And so I'm learning over time that I am, creating an environment around not only myself, but around other people. And I'm creating a memory about myself and about the experiences that people have with me in, in their mind. And I don't want it to be negative, because if if what they remember about how they felt is negative, then they're going to discard whatever I said. They're not whatever I said is going to become irrelevant, because all they're going to remember is how they felt in that moment when I said whatever I said, you know. And so we remember images, we remember feelings, we remember environments. Um, you hear people say, uh, it smells like home. When they smell a particular flavor or they eat a particular food, it says it reminds them of home, you know, and that's because an environment was created around, you know, that particular food. It connected with, a family and a good time. And so that created a snapshot in the mind of that person, so that to the point that it's in their very senses, and it's and they remember it, and it draws them back to home. And so, we attract who we are. Sometimes we don't attract who we want to be around us. We attract who we are. And so if we want to attract better people around us, then we have got to learn to create better feelings into the lives of other people, so that when people come in contact with us, they will walk away from us feeling better, feeling valuable, feeling worth it. And what they remember about you or me or us is positive, is good, it's growth. And they'll say, I want to be around her again. I want to be around him again. You know, I like the experience that I have when I'm with them, when I'm with her, when I'm in their presence. That's what it's all about. It's about how that person feels when they talk to you. So remember that. The person may not remember every single word that you say, but they are going to remember how they felt in that moment when they talk to you. So it is extremely important. And so we have to be more intentional and more cognizant and more aware of how we treat people, how we talk to them, how we interact with them, learn to speak words of life to them. And some people might think that it's corny and, oh, I don't have time for all of that. But there's masses of people who are walking around with all types of snapshots in their mind from how they felt when they came in contact with all of these different people that they've come in contact with throughout their lives. And unfortunately, they have a lot of bad feelings. And they have, with those bad feelings, have come a lot of bad memories. And they can't shake those feelings. They can't move on from those feelings. And so maybe, just maybe, you or me can be that person that can help that person who have those bad feelings that have been created in them by somebody else, that can be that first step in them moving beyond those negative feelings. And maybe you could be that first person, or I could be that first person that can give them a positive feeling, a positive snapshot, a positive memory. And that's, that can be the first step in somebody growing, and somebody getting delivered, and somebody moving on from a terrible, event that happened in their past, and they just haven't been able to shake it and move on from it. So think about that as you go throughout your day to day. What type of memory are you going to leave with the person or people that you're talking to? Are they going to remember, you know, how they felt because it was so negative? Or are they going to remember not only that they have a good feeling, but now with that good feeling, they're going to remember what you said because they felt good at the same time that they were talking to you. So I just want to thank you for joining me for Wow equal Words of Wisdom number 3. Shalom, Darian S. Thank you for joining me this morning. And I pray that all of you will have a positive, powerful, and productive day. See you next time. Shalom.